Damn.
It's disgusting.
So originally I was supposed to upload a Deadpool and Wolverine video as like a little review and how I felt about the movie as a whole. Unfortunately, that video is under a claim and appeal because Disney Enterprises immediately copyright striked it, and it wasn't even uploaded. It wasn't even like public. They just immediately copyright striked it, and I would have to chop the whole video. I would essentially have to make a new video. So honestly, Disney Enterprises, go fuck yourselves, because there are so many videos on YouTube that are out here already that have the full audio and everything else in the movie, but I get a copyright strike. Yeah, fuck yourself. You're fucking me like you're fucking your Aspire program. Fuck you. I remember when the Hulk movie, Ed Norton's Hulk movie was coming out, and I was genuinely excited as a kid. I had been a Hulk fan since I want to say I first read the first Avengers, and you know, the last time I saw Ang Lee's Hulk movie, I was just a mere child. Like, I don't remember much of it, but to get another Hulk movie, and seemingly one that was a little promising, was actually a good thing for me. Again, I'm a very big Marvel fan. I am a Marvel fanboy. Like, on this channel, you'll see mostly Marvel things. It is going to be rare that there's anything DC, but yeah, Marvel, I'm like a connoisseur. But yeah, this movie, when the trailers came out, which they don't make trailers like they used to anymore, to see Abomination, I was like, whoa, like this is a comic book villain that I never seen have any screen time. I think the only time I saw Abomination in a game, I don't even think he was in the original Marvel Ultimate Alliance game. But yeah, I was super stoked to see Hulk come back on the big screen. And I remember, even till this day, we saw the movie. I enjoyed it so much that I ran to our local Toys R Us, and I got myself a Hulk versus Abomination 2-pack. I remember it. I think it exists. I don't know if it exists, or I just got two separate ones. But yeah, I got that. But yeah, the Hulk has been just a stapled Marvel character for as long as time. And even, again, people give me crap when I say this, but I enjoyed the Ang Lee movies. The Ang Lee movie, excuse me, we never got a second one, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Ang Lee's Hulk. It felt like I was watching a comic book come to life on the big screen. The way they shot the movie, the way they arranged it. Yeah, I essentially, I was like reading a motion comic book like you do now on YouTube, which, by the way, even those don't get taken. You know what? Let me not go there. But yeah, I kind of like the concept of this Hulk too, because it was like the madder he gets, the larger he gets, which was like, I was like, okay, I didn't know Hulk could do that. I don't think he even can do that, but in this movie, he just grew, and it was pretty awesome. I mean, there was one moment in this film where Talbot dies, and it was like an Austin Powers type of death scene with his pose. I'm not even gonna look it up, but again, this movie gets a lot of shit because people say, oh, it's slow, or it's terrible, oh, it takes too long. I personally enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Ang Lee film. I enjoyed it from start to finish. I enjoyed the fact that Absorbing Man was his dad, and that he was the final villain, especially when he ate through that electrical wire. But listen, sometimes we need caffeine, and just caffeine can't do it. But again, I digress, because as I say in the other video that I have, I yap a lot. But there was a magic with the Hulk that we had. The big green monster, the angry man, the one just causing chaos, causing havoc. And honestly, I miss that Hulk. I miss the Hulk that I watched in Wolverine versus the Hulk, or the Hulk versus Wolverine, excuse me. Like a rage monster. Probably one of the few Marvel animated movies that I love. till this day is Hulk versus Wolverine. Um, and to see the Hulk in this type of form and what they did in the MCU, which they just molested the Hulk at this point. Yeah, I rather the Hulk that I had back then than now. And everybody's like, oh, well, sometimes people change from being a rage monster. Yeah, I've seen Professor Hulk in the comic books, but you're going to sit here and tell me that you don't like a rageful Hulk more than the smart Hulk that does absolutely nothing on screen? But, yeah, growing up with all the Hulk things, like, for example, right here, Hulk versus Wolverine, one of my favorite animated films. Seeing these two come head to head from the comic book, which again, people seem to forget. Wolverine came from the Hulk comic book. He first made his appearance in a Hulk comic book. He did not make his first appearance in an X-Men comic book. Again, I digress. But everyone could agree with me that they miss the Raging Hulk. Like, there's been so many instances where the Hulk was just great. And another animated thing that I loved him in was Planet Hulk. Planet Hulk, honestly, if Marvel had done their shit right and they'd gotten their shit together, we could have gotten a Planet Hulk movie, like, with the Hulk as the main star. Technically, Thor Ragnarok was like the Planet Hulk movie, but I wanted Hulk to be the central character. Hulk has not gotten any central character movie whatsoever. He's always featured in someone's movie, but he hasn't gotten a central based movie since the Ed Norton film. And that's what upsets me with the Hulk. Like, how do you get him wrong? How do you butcher the green monster that goes on a warpath, that gets angry, that just causes destruction? And he, sure, like, I've seen many instances where they've done the Hulk right in the comics, but the last time I saw the Hulk done right was Thor Ragnarok. Again, the movie that should have been a Hulk movie, should have been Planet Hulk. But speaking of other movies, this is an underrated gem. Hulk versus Thor. I love Hulk versus Thor. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody always says Hulk versus Wolverine is the better one. Hulk versus Wolverine is the only one. Hulk versus Wolverine is the best one. Nah. Hulk versus Thor was an underrated gem that I personally enjoy. The fact that Loki has control of the Hulk is like one of the best things I've ever seen. Just like he did in the first Avengers movie for that hot second where he had control of the Hulk. But this does it better. This does it to the point that he's actually controlling the Hulk's body with a form of magic. And again, how is it that the people at Marvel Studios fuck this up? They have so many blueprints, so many source materials that they could have come up with the Hulk. And somehow, and some damn way, they have fucked up the Hulk after Thor Ragnarok. You made him smart. Like, don't get me wrong, seeing him get his shit rocked by Thanos, the six-piece, no drink, no water for them biscuits. That was, like, my whole theater was in silence when that happened. But then, they went the route of, okay, let's make him smart, cool. But now let's not let him do anything. Like, he literally became nothing. He dabbed. Like, in the beginning of this video, he dabbed. And that is supposed to go up against the fucking Red Hulk that's coming out in the Captain Falcon movie? That's what's supposed to, if he was in that movie, supposed to go up against him? And you know what? If he's in the movie and he's back to his rageful self, I'll take this back. I'll stand on it. I don't care. But for now, the whole smart Hulk in the MCU is utter bullshit. It really is. And honestly, you know what? I think Thor Ragnarok should have been more of a Hulk versus Thor movie, and they should have done the concept of Hulk versus Thor for that movie. So then if they really wanted to make a Planet Hulk movie, they could have done it right. They could have taken their time. They could have, brought the Hulk back into his savage ways, but then that means they have to plan. They have to do all this stuff. Marvel don't like to do that. They like to rush things out nowadays. Kevin Feige and the MCU like to rush things out, and it just doesn't let anything marinate. I mean, they wasted the Illuminati, so there's no point. But anyways, I'm going on a rant. I'm going on a rave. I genuinely miss what the Hulk was. I really do. I miss, like, Ed Norton's Hulk. I thought we were going to see him in, Deadpool versus Wolverine, like make a cameo. Well, not Deadpool versus Wolverine, excuse me. Deadpool and Wolverine. I thought he was going to make a cameo. He did not. We got the Hulk from the MCU, but, the better version, not the shitty version. But yeah, hopefully in the MCU, we'll see him go back to his old roots, go back to his old ways. Because honestly, I can't stand what they did to him. And then they put him in fucking She-Hulk. And listen, honest to God, with the whole She-Hulk thing, all right, yeah, I get it. She's talking about, her trauma being catcalled, But, like, I can understand if she's doing that speech to somebody else, but she's doing that speech to fucking Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner, the Hulk that was destroying Harlem. People are afraid of him. People are, scared of him. Man put a fucking bullet in his mouth and the other guy spit it out. You're going to tell me that you getting catcalled is the same beat as to what this man has been through? Nah, fuck you, respectfully. And thank God, because I've heard over the grapevine that things were supposed to happen in Deadpool and Wolverine that thank God they didn't happen. And apparently the She-Hulk actress is mad. But I don't care. Anyways, that could be a video for another day when I talk about She-Hulk. But actually, honorable mentions here. Hulk from the Ultimate Avengers movie was more of a Hulk than we have on the big screen nowadays. This Hulk was, again, a rage monster. I mean, look at those eyes. And he legit ran through the Avengers. Like, this is what I wanted to see in the first Avengers movie in the MCU. I mean, we got to see him fight Thor a little bit on the helicarrier, but I kind of wanted to see where the Hulk goes crazy when Loki, got in his mind a bit and he became the monster. Like, I wanted to see more of that. But, again, hey, MCU is its own thing. That's how I'm going to treat it. But, I mean, let's talk about this movie. This is another movie that I say in animated terms is a fun movie. And again, the Hulk is being the Hulk. It is raining over here. I don't know if you hear that in the background, but that's my depression with seeing how the Hulk has been treated in the MCU. But look, this Hulk was going toe-to-toe with Thor, and this was another instance of Thor versus Hulk done right. Like, these two were giving each other no holds barred to the point that I remember being a kid and I stood up watching this in my home because I was so invested in this movie. The second one was okay. It wasn't that great. The second one, it was the first one is always better than the second one. The second one, they introduced Black Panther, and again, it was more like okay, all right, cool, whatever. And look right here. This is the only thing that got me. I was like, the Hulk picked up Mjolnir like that? That wouldn't fly in my book. But again, this is a different universe. It's the multiverse. But anyways, let's not do that. But it's just funny to me how other sources of media have gotten the Hulk right, and I know I'm spinning and yapping into the same thing, and I'll get a comment, this guy's blabbing about nothing. Yeah, well, you watched the video, so go fuck yourself when you say that one. You sat here and listened to me blathering and blabbing about, going back to the same thing, that the MCU Hulk is bullshit. And shout out to another Hulk that is actually better than our MCU Hulk, the Earth's Mightiest Heroes Hulk. This Hulk is the Hulk we should have gotten in Infinity War. This Hulk is the Hulk we should have gotten in Endgame, going round 2 with Thanos. This is the Hulk that we should have gotten. But no, we got the Dabster. We got, Hulk out. So stupid. Honestly, I sit here, and you can't even see me because I'll never show my faces with these videos, but I sit here with just utter depression. Anyways, I'm done yapping. I'm just Sam G. And if you don't like my opinion, go fuck yourself.